Okay.
All right. Last week you guys had a few interesting questions posed to you that caused a bit of a dilemma in the group. So some of you have come to conclusions and decisions. So now we will have those voiced. You're still in the tavern where you were debating. It is all you.
All right. So, Cookie is really excited about the idea of learning how to fly a ship. But he doesn't see that he's going to have a good chance of it with his current captain. However, having secured another passage by ship, I'm not really interested in leaving the party. I'd rather adventure together than apart. I'm not sure whether we should stay with our captain right now or try to find a new ship right now. I'm open to either option.
Kliak, Yavin, Ryu. Yanavet.
Are we
Kliak.
having problems?
Oh, sorry. I was kind of zoned out for a little bit.
Cookie was asking what you guys feel about for the ship situations and saying he's kind of torn between the two, but doesn't want to leave you guys.
So Cleok also does not want to split the party. His number one goal is still to find a mean for let others of his people join him above the sky. He's considering the treasure fleet opportunity to learn how to fly a helm, but he also needs money, and he's not sure how. He actually doesn't know. He hasn't learned enough about how they operate to make a decision to actually go.
Fair enough.
So that being said, there's one other thing that's currently bothering. He's learned a little bit more about, helms and the types of helm, stuff like that. And he was a little bit confused before about oh my gosh, why we had never met the helmsman. And he's come to learn that the helms they were bad helms.
Okay.
He's concerned that the helmsman on our ship is being held against their will. Given that we've never met them. And that what little interaction that we've had with people who have given given their or have claimed to be able to operate a helm or are the helmsmen have most certainly not been locked in the room for however long have we been on that ship?
Months. Half a year, maybe, by this point.
If not longer. So he's come to the thought that we still haven't ever gotten a straight answer about the helms. Maybe we haven't quite asked the right question. But yeah. If the helm is bad, Cleok would love to put a stop to it, but he's not sure that he could, if he ever found that information out. He knows he still probably can't compete with Gari even, much less the captain.
Does that mean you don't want to confront the captain? Kind of sounds like it.
Cleok's still in the business of wanting to stay alive.
So, just a thought. When we have the money to buy our ship, we'll probably also have the money to hire crew. That's part of the cost of running a ship. Can we not hire a helmsman until we figure out how to do it ourselves? I understand you want to learn now, but I don't. It's not a requirement to own a ship.
No.
And we've been picking our own missions right now. While it may be more profitable to go on the treasure ship, we would probably have less control over what we did.
Agreed.
The treasure ship talks about for the glory of the Emperor.
Oh boy.
I am concerned that we do not have freedom to do our freelance work. You know, okay, so this is a little out of character. You know how in playing Skyrim, you join up with these groups. Oh, it was Fallout. That's right. You join up with the Brotherhood and they say, no more freelance work. And I'm like, but I'm an RPG player. The whole world is freelance work. What is this nonsense? Kind of feeling that with these treasure fleet people.
Anything from you, Rio? Rio, are you there?
Well, if we want to recount what Rio has spoken in in text, I can do that too.
Wants to stay together, wants to go with the ship with the most DACA.
Yeah, that's the best description. Most DACA, best ship that she trusts. She's probably openly stated to the party a few times that she doesn't trust the captain.
Right. Although Cookie's general impression of Rio has been improving lately with Rio's intention of working, and better decisions. Okay. Cookie actually trusts the captain. I'm not sure if he's rationalizing away any possible evil based on his short-term analysis of the actions of the captain towards us. I guess he probably is. That would make Cookie a solid neutral. Doesn't mind evil as long as they're not acting evil.
What about the helm? Didn't you see the helm in that creepy ship?
Yes.
So if that was what was powering our ship as well, would you consider that evil?
I would.
But you do not know.
Cleoc's a little bit confused because he considers it very suspicious that that we haven't met the helmsman. But every time he's talked to the captain and asked questions and tried to figure out if he's been lying to him, Cleoc has read the captain as being truthful. But I still don't necessarily want to call him out on, like, oh, really, why haven't we met the helmsman? Because I'm still in the business of wanting to live. Or don't end up like Rio and lose my memory or something.
You don't want to be railroaded?
That's a good pun.
I'm going to the treasure ship now, not telling anybody.
So, there is something that I need to ask our master of the cosmos. There is nothing in the material I'm reading that talks about hiring crew.
Your conscience says that's true.
Okay.
There is rates in the player's handbook, I believe,
We
for
just need to
skilled
capture
and
some
unskilled
slaves.
labor. What'd you say, Donovan?
So we just need to capture some slaves.
You see
Yep.
that the circular reasoning here. We become the people we hate.
I was joking,
No.
guys. Joking.
I'm pretty sure there's rules for naval ships, so I'm pretty sure the Spelljammer would be the same as a naval ship.
Yeah, but there's typically not rules for naval ship crew, but there is for hiring people, hirelings.
Okay.
Convenient name.
It's okay if you don't know them right now. They are there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Did you guys have
Not
a chance
important.
to look over the ship document I sent out? Website.
Nope.
No, I have not.
Okay. That would be good to hear back from you if that's kind of the sort of thing you're looking for ship to ship. Because that's kind of the thing I'm going for long term. I didn't introduce all of it right away to keep things simple. But that going forward, that's kind of the sort of stuff that we will be more having, especially when you guys have your own ship.
Okay.
So, what has the group decided? And what are you choosing to do now?
Well, okay, so our choices are we have ruled out splitting the party.
Check.
So our choices are stay, with a current captain. After the month is over, we try and we find a mission and we continue on as normal. Okay. The second choice we have is to all go with the treasure fleet. That is a choice, correct?
Yep.
Okay. This choice permits us to Cleac, presumably to learn how to use a helm. Maybe it's a fleet, so maybe there's more opportunities for the rest of us to learn helms as well. Certainly. Okay. So, but we may not get to control what we do. They may take a cut more. I don't know. And certainly we'd be headed to a different area of space since they operate in the core. So things will be a little bit different there too. Right? And so I think with those two options, do we have a third option? Yes, we can go and look for another ship that is shoving off somewhere and in need of additional people, right?
You could. You already know of 2 other ships going, so technically you have 3 potential ships you could go on right now.
2 other ships other than
You
the
have the
captain?
treasure fleet. You
Yes.
have the, the relaxed captain that you talked to last week, Cookie, and you have your current ship that you guys have been on with Emrakul and
Right.
Gari. So you currently have 3 different ships you could potentially go on, or
Yes.
you could try to find a different one.
The relaxed captain did not seem like he would take all of us.
He said that you could join him, and then he could potentially hire your crew.
Okay.
He didn't blatantly state it, but he said that he doesn't have any crew at the time being. Therefore, he would need crew.
Okay. All right. So, let's just view it as these are our 3 options. If we're all going together, we have several people who don't trust our current captain. But we've got a risk of the unknown for going with this new guy. Plus, it's a different ship. We don't know what ship it is right now. Right?
Correct.
Ryu mentioned that he's not, not focused on more DACA, definitely. Although that hasn't come up very often in our journeys so far. Cookie would probably lean to go with the laid-back guy or stay with current captain. I'm not that interested in the treasure fleet. Don't quite think it'll fit with our long-term goals.
And the rest of the peanut gallery says,
Ryu would trust the treasure fleet if she knew more about it, like if she knew what player knowledge I have. But since she doesn't trust it that much.
Okay. That sounds like an X on the treasure fleet.
but not a check mark on either of the others.
Right. So, Ryu, what do you feel about random new ship? Do you need to find out more?
Yeah, if there was more info, I would consider it, but just random person on the street is not good info.
Cleok's not particularly a fan of the laid back guy, what little he knows. Basically, laid back guy is like, we'll shove out, when I feel like it, type thing, and that doesn't make us money very quickly.
Well, maybe he wants other people to do the work, and if we bring a plan to him, he'll shove off. We kind of like having a free reign. I don't think we do well over someone putting us, in tight restrictions. I hear what you're saying. I would suggest that we go and, as a group, interview this laid-back captain. Ryu can find out about a ship, what kind of DACA he's got. Or I guess we just simply don't know enough and we've decided to stay with our current captain. This is what it sounds like to me.
Agree, disagree?
If Cleok and them will consider interviewing him and possibly come, then I'm okay with it. But if they're out, then, we said we wouldn't split the party.
Right. Absolutely.
I'll go listen.
All right. Let's go and look for that captain. I'd kind of like to have Donovan back. If we could wait a minute for him.
I too would like to wait a couple minutes.
Mela.
Do you remember what the captain's name was?
Let's see if I remembered what the captain's name was. Please tell me I wrote it down.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
No, I did not write down captain's name, and I do not remember it.
Captain, my cat.
Carpe diem? No, I don't think so.
Alright, so Yanovan's back, but the other two aren't.
Yeah. Sorry.
They wanted to wait for you.
I mean, I'm following Cookie. We've already decided we're going to stay as a group, and
Right.
I'm going to follow his leadership because we've been following him on missions so far. I see no reason why we would suddenly change that since we decided to stay together.
1800, 2000. Huh. Okay. That's pretty cool. So, I'm investigating what it would take for us to buy a ship. The smaller ship that is practical for us would be the tradesman. It's pretty affordable, requires a minimum of 10 crew. That 10 crew, it carries enough air for 200 days, which is really generous.
Mm-hmm. Where are you getting this from? I just want to make sure we're all referencing the same document.
Spelljammer document.
The one I sent out at the beginning?
Yeah.
Excellent. Just making sure.
I just computed the air on it.
You're good. It was just a safety precaution to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of homebrew stuff when it comes to Spelljammer.
So,
Yeah, I'm back.
Ryu, are you listening in as well?
Yeah, I've been listening.
Excellent. Well, just want to make sure, because you guys were waiting for Donovan, and then he's back, and then you guys are gone, so just want to make sure.
okay.
So you return to the captain with a big fancy hat, and the big fancy feathers poking out of his hat. Chilling in the
Yes.
corner of the inn. You see he's still there, nursing his nice cup and plucking on foods that he has on the table before him. Just feet kicked up on the table, just relaxing there, chilling.
He doesn't wear a name tag, does he?
Yes, because all people wear name tags.
I know.
Worth a shot.
You don't have a mouse cursor to put over him, so you can't see a name.
Will you please tell me this man's name again?
No.
I have it written down.
Again, would dictate that it had been said. My point is, you never did ask his name.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
didn't think that we had heard his name, but I miss those details all the time anyway, so I didn't say anything.
Forget I have to ask these silly things. I do.
Not always, but there are
Sometimes
times.
often.
It's often good to pay attention, and if you're not given it, to ask.
Uh-huh.
So you enter the inn. He sits there before you. Cleok, your friends are still there at their table. Looks like they're getting wrapped up.
Let's hit it. I lead the group over to see. Does he literally have a feather in his cap?
Yes, he has a big fancy hat with a big fancy feather sticking out of it.
Howdy, Captain.
And no, his name's not Yankee Doodle.
No. I'm sorry to say I didn't get your name last time.
Indeed.
I am Cookie. These are my compatriots, Yonovan, Cleok, assumedly Talon, Ryu, that's all of them, right? Yeah.
Ted and Dudley have showed up a few times, but not very often.
And my friends were especially curious about what kind of ship you drove and
Yes. He stands up, very skillfully and fluidly, makes a bow, and as he takes his hat off, I am Captain Nader then reborn, of the wonderful tradesman, the Nerdy.
I'm gonna need those spelled. I'm sorry, bro. It's a good name. Captain Bourne of the Nerid. Oh, a tradesman. That's we see one of those? Yeah. It's roomy. A little bit smaller than our galleon, I think.
Oh, it's definitely smaller than Galleon, but, you know, I don't tend to do huge runs. I prefer the smaller, more relaxed stuff. I mean, I finally worked up, got my money for my ship, fly it around, do as it please. Kind of, you know, take to the sky and have some freedom.
So, what kind of jobs do you normally do? You said you don't transport very large jobs.
I don't have space for very large jobs. And I don't have enough weaponry for very large jobs of the other sort. What sort of jobs are you looking for?
Um, Probably the weaponry sort.
Well, I'm not a pirate, so if you want those, you'd have to go down to the Undercity. Have a nice day. Reed takes his seat, kicks his feet up, starts snacking on his food again.
I don't think Ryu is. No, she's not talking about piracy. We generally, let's see.
That's the predominant reason you have large ship weapons, or large quantities of ship weapons. Either that or you're part of one of the empires. Yeah.
Well, we happen to have a run-in with the horror Kutle Velt, because that was a mission we were given. And so we upgraded our weapons for that. He's feeling very invested in that catapult he bought.
I focused on other upgrades for my ship. Really don't have any weapons because I use the extra weight and space to upgrade my speed. So I just tend to get away from everything instead.
You're faster?
It's a highly customized ship. And so I made it where it goes quicker, but it means I don't have weapons. But then again, people tend to not be able to target me very well because I move faster.
Well, yeah.
How fast can you make the Kessel Run?
12
Yeah.
parsecs.
Mm-hmm. We're not really interested in fighting. I think mainly the goal is to survive. We've taken missions where we've
Indeed, I find the best way to survive is just not be there when the hit comes.
we've rescued some damsels in distress. We've transported
Damsels are fun ones.
people across several spheres. We've passed up several exploration ones, but a lot of people have missions where they just want stuff done for them that involves, danger to life and limb. We like those.
Well, you know, most people don't want to risk their own hides when they can risk someone else's.
Well, they pay for it. And we'd be interested in learning how to navigate and drive a ship. Cleoc over here is, well, those fellows over at the treasure fleet seem to have something that would call to him, but just don't know that we want a life full of that many strictures.
Well, some people like working for empires where things are very structured and you get to be part of an army.
Been part of an army. It's all right.
We honestly still don't know much about. We're still very new out here.
Groundlings.
Starting to wonder if we'll ever get rid of that word.
Depends too if you choose to or not.
Any further questions, gentlemen?
No.
I think we're going to have to talk, sir.
All right. Well, I'll be here for a while longer. Have a nice day.
All right, you too. Go back to our inn.
As you guys turn and leave, you see the group of the treasure fleet are all headed out. They
I'd go
wait
over
you-
to him real quick
Okay.
and say, headed out?
Yep, our captain just sent word that they have everything wrapped up and we're needed back on the ship to head out.
Well, I have heavily considered your offer, but my companions are a little bit hesitant, and I don't feel like I can leave them. Um, but I would heavily consider, heading out your way at some point in the future.
All right, well,
But thank you very much for the information.
indeed. May your path be safe.
Yours as well.
When they continue to head off.
And then I guess I catch back up with my companion.
Okay. And the rest of you do what? You stay in the inn, or you guys head back to your ship, or you...
Let's talk. So the goal was to get together and talk. Well, you've heard the captain. He doesn't have ships, but he's faster, which means... Side note, it means we should be able to travel faster between spheres, too. That's pretty darn awesome.
I just realized we never asked how often he takes jobs.
Hey, we can shove off at the next opportunity, Although I realize we may not be able to get back to our original captain. That's a risk in changing jobs. We're freelance, baby.
I know that our original ship is definitely better equipped for combat, but I really don't like the captain. Sorry, I should have been rolling checks to see if I believed what this guy was saying. If you'll give me a sec, I'll roll them real quick. When we were speaking with the captain. Okay.
I mean, you could have gotten a dragonfly. That would be smaller for you.
Yep, probably would have been faster too, but I don't think I'm gonna disbelieve anything he says, or maybe I'll disbelieve it incorrectly. I got a 5 to see if he's lying.
Very uncertain. He seems like he's telling the truth, but, he's clearly unknown. He could just be a masterful crook, or he could be telling you the full honest truth.
Or I could just be that bad at it.
Never.
Cleoc's torn. He enjoys the freedom to, I guess, choose that the current ship does, but He's still also not particularly trusting of the captain.
Well,
Have we considered the repercussions of leaving crew?
yeah, the repercussions of leaving. If he's if he's evil as you think he is, he may kill us if we try to leave, so that we don't spoil a secret if we're onto his secret. Now, if he's neutral, as I think he is, he will let us go, and we may or may not ever see him again.
Yes. Well, normally they don't kill people in port when there's plenty of people to ask questions about them.
Yeah. So, I think, we've seen people come and leave the ship before. I think we can leave, and I think we can find someone who will be worth doing adventures with. Hopefully until we can buy our own ship. We're about halfway to buying our own ship right now, so we can think about it some more.
Did anyone else do insight checks on the captain to see if they thought he was lying on the new one?
To be
I
honest, I'm so out of it that I didn't even think about it.
I knew I wanted to, but I didn't have my dice. We were trying to get Anderson to walk around a little bit in the nice weather.
Cookie is
But then I
fundamentally
rolled badly.
trusting.
Did Yonovan or, well, I guess,
Why wouldn't you trust the captain?
just a guy you met on the street that calls himself captain and wears a feather in his hat? Clearly trustworthy.
It's a cool looking hat.
Well, he either has a ship or he doesn't. We'll find out.
So, what are we thinking, gentlemen?
It sounds like the group consensus is try out the new captain. But we're not quite getting around to say it.
I just want a
So,
confirmation because
Fist of fives.
I'm not going to take assumptions until I get confirmations, because that's when people are like try to backpedal.
Gentlemen, give me a number between 1 and 5. This is known as Fist of Fives, as Mark well knows. 3 or better means you agree with this plan. It's how confident you are in this being our way forward. Cookie
3.
is a 4.
2.5.
Okay. We have a dissenter.
Cleoc wants to say 2, but I don't know if I have a good reason for it.
Okay, well, we've got 2 dissenters. You don't need a good reason for it. The other choice is that we stay with our current captain. Fist of
That's
fives on that plan.
That's also about a 2.
Well,
I'm
Sucks to
fairly
be you.
neutral either way.
Yeah, see, I said this one was a 3 because the other captain, or our current captain, is a 2.
Ah,
That's fair.
And did we check that those are the only 2, like, interesting, reasonable ships right now?
So long as I'm
Well, I
able
just
to
blew
have a
off the
workshop.
other one saying that, we decided not to do that.
Yeah, we don't want to work for the Emperor.
Yes,
Okay.
well, that's fine, but, like, is there a 3rd, 4th, 5th option? I am assuming there's not, but there might be.
let's put it this way. There aren't right now, but there will be given time. And we can
Right.
simply wait until one comes.
Right. We don't have
Okay.
to rush the first opportunity. That was my point.
But we'll be spending our time and our money not making anything when we do that. And
Hey, have we been around spacefaring cultures enough to kind of have an idea of how long between, how long ships are in port and how often new ships come into port?
Okay.
As a person, I know, but as a character, do we know?
Pickle.
I'm going to rephrase my fist of 5 on staying on the current ship to a 4. And here's why. Cleok is legitimately curious as to why we haven't actually met the Helms. And it's a mystery that he wants to figure out. And if he leaves the ship, the current ship, he loses that opportunity. And by curiosity, he's looking to, if they actually are in that room just because they like being in the room, or it's, not as bad as he might. I don't know if suspect is the right word, but he's at least wary about it. He'd feel bad if he just left it with that kind of an out of sight, out of mind thing. Does that make any sense?
Sure.
Darn lawful good.
Yes. Something like that.
Interesting.
Lawful good character thinks there might possibly be somebody in horrible or in a bad situation. I must change the way I'm acting so that I can maybe save them.
Are you mocking me?
Only a tiny bit. I'm not mocking you, I'm mocking your character.
And that somehow makes it perfectly good.
Well, yes, you can mock Ryu all you want.
Okay.
So I don't know if it actually came out as like in character, but I think Cleok actually did mention that he is suspicious about our captain, about having never met the helmsman.
Oh, she's suspicious of that too, very suspicious, but she's not going to stay with the captain to find out. For the reason of finding out.
All right. Well, we have a conflict here because now the party is sort of split on whether they want to stay or go. Ryu, are you okay with staying with the captain? Current captain.
Sure, I mean, we're already in that situation. As long as they're not going to go poke holes in the bee's nest.
Okay, then we've decided to stay with the current captain. Okay?
Sure, Yonovan, did you have a different vote? I remember you saying 2 for going to the new captain.
No, I said 2.5. I'm perfectly neutral between the two. So long as I'm with my friends that we've developed and I have a place to continue working in the workshop, I'm fine.
Oh,
okay.
Well, we never figured out if the other ship had a workshop.
Yonovan?
Yes.
Sorry, you need to know this. The answer is 3, not 2.5. If you're feeling the way you're feeling.
Okay.
3 means I'm okay, I'm neutral.
Okay.
Or it's I don't really like it, but I'll commit to doing it anyway.
Which is how Rio kind of is for both of them, though she's a little bit lower on the staying with the current captain. No, she's equal.
I mean,
Okay.
This is also kind of a networking opportunity. we should be leaving on good terms with our current captain. We've done good work for him. And we've informed him that we're looking around. We're not doing anything behind his back.
Have we informed him?
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Kind of told Cookie to look around.
Right, Cookie said, I want to learn how to fly, and he said, well, you can't on this ship. Go look for another one.
So we sort of have his blessing.
Not precisely what he said, but close.
It's.
I don't think. No, okay.
I mean, He'll miss us. We've been pulling in money for him. He doesn't want us to go. He's not forcing us to stay at any either.
Okay.
All right, Cleok will be is slightly leaning towards staying on the current ship for reasons specified, but we'll go to the other one if the group consensus says go to the other ship.
All right.
So basically, right now, everyone is sitting in the middle except for maybe Cookie. Everyone's on the fence.
Well,
Impressive.
How do you kick yourselves off the fence and make a decision?
All right, everybody. Roll a die. Roll a d20.
I assume we're looking for high-low.
Yep. High means we stay with the current captain. Low
Low.
means we go to the new ship.
Yeah.
Let's go
I
to the
rolled
new
low.
ship because Cookie would prefer the new ship, right?
I'm pretty sure I would also be capable of flying the new ship, maybe, and maybe Talon too, but we'd have to check on that. Depends on if it's divine casters or arcane casters or what.
All right. It looks like we've made a decision. Everyone okay with this decision?
We're going new ship.
No ship.
Let's go.
Okay. That's what
That
we
your
do.
final answer.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I am assuming we convince the party members who aren't playing today, like
They go with us.
Talon, etc., that they come with us as well, right?
Yep.
I would kind of assume you guys would do that. If not, I need to know.
We're gonna leave the crazy one behind. The one who likes to sleep in cages.
Let's go.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rio for a sec. I was like, you can't leave me behind. I'm right here.
You can't be crazy if you don't know anything.
So, guys, I'd like you to write stuff down on your character sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Did you record the 2,000 experience we all got?
Negative. Actually, I think I did.
Yanovan, I'm at 4850.
Okay. I've been very lazily copying you because we've been staying.
Uh-huh. So, everyone gets 1,019 gold pieces.
1,000. Okay.
Is that from previous loot, or is that from something else?
That's from the loot because no one's bothered to distribute it.
Okay.
I want to distribute it. Okay?
Yes. I was just making sure I didn't write it down twice.
Okay. Do people have healing potions on your list?
Not currently.
All right.
I mean, not separate from the loot that we just got.
Ryu, Yanovan, Kleok, put down a healing potion.
Okay.
That's it's 2d4 plus 2 if you care.
Pupper.
Kleok you have the light globe, right?
I have one, yeah.
Okay, we've acquired a new one. Is anyone interested in a drift globe?
A drift globe is for light.
Yeah, it makes light. Once a day it can cast daylight. It follows you pretty cool. I'm pretty interested in it, but I mean,
Yeah, go for it then.
I'll take a drift globe. Now, Yonovan already has a bag of holding, so who else would like one?
I wouldn't complain, but
Yeah, you
I'm not
sound
sure.
like the sneaky type that should have a bag of holding.
Well, at least I don't have very high strength, so
Yeah, let's give you a bag of holding. That sounds fun. It sounds appropriate.
yeah. Is it just a standard bag of holding?
Yes, standard bag of holding.
Alright, just a second. I gotta take the dog out again. She got distracted by deer last time.
Okay. Deer. Huh. All right. Anyone? We've got one very powerful single-use item. Okay. It's Card of the Donjon. You make an attack with it, and if successful, you imprison your target. This could be very strong. Does this sound like someone's cup of tea?
I'll take it.
You said you have to make an attack with it? Well,
Yes.
I think Cleoc is probably the best choice, but maybe not.
I suspect Cleoc's the best choice too. He's the best at hitting things.
That's what I was thinking. And actually, at a monk, isn't there a way you can do something to get an extra chance, or is that a luck point? Maybe I'm
No,
misremembering something.
But it's something that works like sneak attack or like smite. It's on a successful hit, you can use it. So, like the monk's ability to stun, this would be a mega stun and imprison. So,
Oh, and he could probably use it with like flurry of blows or whatever, so he'd get a ton of chances to use it.
yeah, if he decided to imprison the target. Either that or the DM would be a one-time call. I'm not sure how this one would work.
Is it a cipher?
It's not a cipher. It says Card of the Donjon.
Oh, that. Yeah, it's a cipher thing. It's a one-time shot.
It's a cipher.
Okay.
There's a bunch of those little one-time use items that I've thrown out there to give you guys magic items without worrying about,
Yeah.
+5s being floating around the board.
So I recommend Cleoc with it.
Okay.
This, sorry, quick side note. This tradesman that you see on the table hasn't been customized, but I want to at least get it up there so you guys can see what ship is you're going to be going to.
Oh. Oh, well, I don't see it yet, so I guess it's loading.
Maybe. If it doesn't load for you guys, let me know, and I'll re-toggle it to display.
We've got an item that gives us this item is a hilarious toy. You can comprehend all languages for 6 to 36 seconds.
That sounds like a party face item.
Did you just call it mine? Yeah, you probably did. All right. Someone want to do a single, pretty good ranged attack for 3d8 damage.
That also sounds like a you thing because you don't seem to have very many good ranged options.
You know what? You're right. Okay. This guy gives you +1 bonus to your armor class for a minute. I'm thinking that's Cleoc.
Yep, probably.
So the golden chainmail, Cleoc.
Okay.
Is anyone capable of playing a wind instrument, a bagpipe, or anything like that?
I'm proficient in loot.
Doesn't count.
Liar.
Yeah.
Does anyone wear studded leather?
What is this armor you speak of?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, I'm a stud, but
All right, you don't wear studded leather either.
nope.
What about Mr.
It might.
Inventor over there?
He might do it, or what does Talon wear?
Talon's a sorcerer. He doesn't wear armor.
For some reason, I thought he was more cleric-y.
He's divine sorcerer.
Ah, that makes sense why. Okay. Yeah. Unless Yanovan does, I don't think any of our characters do.
Okay. Who wants to be better at carousing and downtime?
Better?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give that a better definition since I'm not reading it right now?
Tavern bracers. While wearing these ale-soaked leather bracers, you have proficiency with darts, and you gain a +2 bonus to downtime carousing rolls.
Okay. I didn't know there was such thing as downtime carousing rolls. I would have been making those much more often if I'd known.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard trope in D&D. It's actually one of the ways you can spend your downtime. So it sounds like Ryu is the obvious choice for the tavern bracers. Any arguments?
Except for then you banned me from alcohol.
Well,
I guess I could still go carousing, I just can't get drunk.
yes.
Okay, I'll take the carousing bracers.
Okay. Anyone want to be able to stealth?
I mean, it's always a good thing. Is this something that helps people that are not stealthy be stealthy, or stealthier people get stealthier?
It helps anyone stealth. Gives you an advantage, a single advantage.
So like it's a single use item, then it's gone.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I would take it, but I don't know if anyone anyone in the party could take it. So
okay, you take it. Who would like to alter their appearance once for a minute?
I think I'll pass on that one.
Yeah.
By the way, is Rio's hair still pink or is it blue? I don't remember.
I don't know your hair color, sorry. Okay, we've got an item that's ridiculous and probably a last-ditch effort. But still, it turns you into a vampire. And presuming that it works like polymorph-ish, even if you were almost dying, you would have a whole lot of strength for a period of time until they killed you again.
It turns you into a vampire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until your next short rest. So, like until an hour out of combat, you turn back.
Temporary vampire. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Wait, you'd be interested in a long-term vampire?
Then I'd have to actually look at what the stats for vampire were to consider it.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that would fit Ryu. She's weird enough as it is without being a vampire.
Fair enough.
I think Cookie should take it.
Kleok might want to destroy that, but
Kleok, if you want to destroy it, you destroy it. That is your right, and I'm perfectly okay with that.
Just on this ship, I want to point something out. It looks like they had the main deck and the cargo deck accidentally switched. Just so when you guys look at it, you know to reverse the two.
Okay. I still can't see it, by the way.
Can anyone else see it?
on tabletop, I just see a blank canvas.
Okay.
Okay. Kleok destroys the vampirism. Probably not a bad kit in case someone accidentally uses it and we have to fight a vampire among ourselves. Yeah. No one opposed? Okay, it's gone. Now, I already have one of these, so does anyone want a ring of crawling? Basically, you can crawl at normal speed. I have no idea why that would be useful. Maybe you want to crawl around the floor or something.
The table should be reloading. Let me know if it loads to the proper thing.
Okay.
I'm basically shrugging at most of these ciphers.
Yeah, that's fine. Here's an interesting one. It's basically summon any weapon. You can conjure a non-magical weapon of your choice. So if there happened to be a weapon that you wanted, for instance, a katana or something else, you could have it, even if we didn't have it yet, for instance. This being at port, and there's shops all around, it's not particularly useful.
Rio will pass.
It is useful in the sense that if we don't bring a particular type of weapon, like let's say we need a blunt weapon,
Yeah.
you could create one on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we decided that my unarmed attacks were actually slashing.
Yeah.
So here's a question: can it create silvered weapons?
Yeah. I was gonna go there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't have any magical bonus, right?
Right. Although
It can create
I would-
not plural, singular.
Right. The type of weapon it can create is multiple, but it can only create one instance.
Yeah, I believe it's any non-magical weapon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there any limitation on weapon?
Yeah, it's not going to build you a ship's weapon.
Dang it!
already
I was
thought
gonna
of
build a
that.
catapult.
It's going to be some weapon that you can carry. That's a practical limit.
I can carry a catapult.
Okay, then.
In his bag of holding.
Exactly. I can't get it out, but I wonder if it was already loaded. Could you fire it from within a bag of holding? You just
No.
see the projectile
It has
come
to
flying.
fit with. To put it in the bag of holding, it has to fit within the hole that goes into the bag.
Oh,
So it's
fine.
like a 2 foot by 2 foot circle that it can go into.
Silly out of character question, Nate. Can I assume that anything not listed as we made the assumption that all of these items that Yonovan spent time using the identify spell to identify them, correct? But
I believe that was the case.
the identify spell doesn't necessarily tell you if it's cursed or not.
Correct.
So, I guess I'm trying to figure out whether you'd be pulling a fast one on us, saying that, some of these items are actually cursed.
Don't know.
Okay.
Not pulling the fast one. I just can't identify cursed or not cursed. And he chose these items at random.
Have you loaded the image yet, or is it still not loading for you?
Loaded it.
I see
It
it.
loaded. Yeah,
And the tradesman in there.
I just want to make sure it loaded for everyone.
that's
Cool
cool.
looking.
Thank you.
It's like a fish.
All the actual built Spelljammer ships are all more animal-based.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Also, those are the wild sails, if I am correct.
Yeah, you'll be able to see what it looks like. I posted a picture in Discord. His is customized, but this is just the quick default I had to get it up there to make sure you guys had something available. We'll go ahead and mess with it before next week, but I wanted to get something up. So, do you guys want to look for a mission before we end for this week, or what? And we'll let you finish dealing with items
Sure.
and stuff offline, so we're not recording all that part.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. So, who wants to look for missions?
I do.
I do.
Roll an
I do.
investigation.
I think Rio is excited to see what we can do in this new ship, so she'll go looking.
8. Ah,
14! Best investigation I've rolled so far.
Oh, come on. I didn't really want to do it. Continue to be cursed by poor rules.
So it looks like Ryu got the best options.
I still want to go on that warehouse cleaning of rats that's ROUS's.
Are you asking for a TPK?
Can take them, man. Ah, I love fighting liches.
liches, huh?
It's just so good for the health. I think you could get double paid for one of these.
Kleok is going to return to the group saying he came up empty-handed.
See if he talks. When I mention mine. All I found was a stupid escort mission. Bunch of exotic goods, the caravan, babysits some people.
Are the exotic goods boomsticks?
Didn't say. Didn't ask.
Well, I figure with your contacts, they probably are.
It shouldn't be. Not many people know how to make these.
So feel free to tell each other what you got for missions and decide what you want to do.
Cookie, what'd you find?
Oh, just texting my brother. Sorry. Cookie doesn't know what he's found yet. Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. Sorry.
It's alright.
Well, I found a merchant who wants a company of adventurers to thwart a monstrous plan of Zyram the Lich. I mean, this sounds really promising, although quite possibly undeadly. As in, we'll all be undead when we're through.
I prefer to keep my skeleton inside me.
Yes, that. Another sage. A sage seeks adventurers to escort
That's
a cavern of
Jonathan's.
exotic goods. Oh,
It's Jonathan's.
just one of them was mine. Sorry.
Yep.
Thank you.
Alright. Told the party. It's just a stupid escort mission.
So,
Sage.
we could kill a dragon and take a vial of its blood. I wonder what we do with the rest of its blood. Or we could go slay a vampire. Kleok, I bet you'd be interested in that one.
Well,
Or
I'm sure I would.
then we could possibly rescue a lady princess from a pirate, or from a group of pirates.
Not
Or-
on ship.
I think one of my favorites is to recover the spear of Vernavida from the brigand.
And it cut out.
Figures.
Kleok will speak up and say, well, I only found one mission. A priest named Kyojuso seeks a company of adventurers to investigate bizarre monsters which wander the Grim Marsh. Grim March, not Marsh. I don't even know where the Grim March is. Although I would assume, maybe I should quit making assumptions, but I would assume that I would get at least a little bit of details about where that actually is upon picking up the quest.
I really hope that we haven't found two quests that are tied together. Yonovan and Kleok.
He didn't mention that one.
I am not mentioning the top quest.
Oh,
He's
you
pretending
are.
he didn't find it.
I was hoping me telling mine would trigger him to say that one.
Well,
That's cool.
I did find another guy, but he wanted to steal some exotic goods, and yeah.
Like from a caravan that the other guy wanted me to escort. Huh.
You know, I wonder if
So-
someone like reads the bills and says, let's go steal that. And it generates like work for them.
Huh.
All right, I'll humor you. So where's this caravan of exotic goods going?
It's going to the city of Lestone.
That we were to that the guy is looking for us to steal.
Unknown.
If it's not on the bill, then I would not mention it to the party.
Besides, you're not going to mention, let's go steal something to the party.
It might be worth mentioning to the guy trying to hire out to protect it, though. See if we can collect some small reward without actually doing anything.
Well, so
You guys want to make a decision now, or do I need to let you guys think?
No, I think
Pick
this
on
is
the beginning of next week.
yeah,
that's why we wanted to do it now, so we'd have the list.
Okay, then I will end for tonight, and you guys can make your pick, and we'll pick up starting that mission
Right.
next week.
Yeah, thinking over the break, it worked well last time.
Yes. All right. See you guys next week.
see ya.
See ya.